And hello there, everybody, and welcome to the latest GSW match of the week. I'm Big Polly coming to you today. We're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, virtually. The song the city Johnny Cash made famous, and the song "A Boy Named Sue," among other attributes the city of Gatlinburg has. Nice little resort town, and today we have a world championship match between Farmer Burns. 64 weeks he has been world heavyweight champion, the longest GSW title reign in its history, its 3-year history or thereabouts. He's facing Kevin Sullivan on the way to an Okerlund Cup match against John Pezic, who just won the Northern title against Andre the Giant and has successfully defended it easily against Jim Londos, the Golden Greek. Andre the Giant has gone on, and he was defending his Eastern title this week and lost to Ray Stevens based on interference from, oddly enough, this is an odd pairing, Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. So we will get to this match. It's a world championship match, one fall, 60-minute time limit. Should Kevin Sullivan win, he gets John Pezic in the Okerlund Cup main event. And Kevin Sullivan was already scheduled for a Southern title match against Jerry the King Lawler. These two met, Lawler and Sullivan, a couple weeks ago, and the match went to a 60-minute time limit draw. So Sullivan would get another shot at Lawler, provided he does not win the world title tonight. If Sullivan does win, we're hearing Lou Thesz might be the challenger for Lawler. We're using the 82 plus card for Kevin Sullivan. He is managed by Rock Hunter, and Sullivan is ranked number 12 in the world, or was, going into this week, and we set these title matches in advance, so Sullivan was the top heel at the time, and this was before Roddy Piper won the World Junior Heavyweight title, or Piper would have gotten the shot. We'll use this 82 plus card when Sullivan went to the Satanic gimmick in Florida. And like I said, Rock Hunter will be his manager. We will pull him up here. And as I said, this is one fall 60-minute time limit bout. His interference rating a 3. Burns should be an overwhelming favorite in this match. But Sullivan will not drop far from the rankings. He'll only lose a point losing to the world champion, so he will very much be a factor in the future of the heavyweight division in the Southern Circuit. Speaking of which, let's look at the matches that took place earlier on the card. Hulk Hogan lost to Hiro Matsuda. Matsuda got a 3/4 pin on him at 19 minutes. The match was 3.5 stars. And the Hulkster's comeback trail has hit a speed bump. Lou Thesz lost to Lex Luger, so the undercard had a night of upsets. Luger was wasn't distracted, it was Thesz distracted by Hiro Matsuda, who at one point trained Luger, and Luger won in 15-13. We had Kevin Steen and El Generico defeat the Headhunters, the other team managed by Rock Hunter, at 11:27, and that was by pin. So I will correct my card thusly, right in front of you. And it was Steen over Headhunter 1 with a cannonball, a running cannonball. Grudge match, El Santo and Harley Race had a little to do last week. Santo won by countout at 8:31. Danny Hodge over Edge in 15 minutes. Hodge is being considered for the World Junior Heavyweight title, but he'll have to wait until the fourth quarter of the year and after Okerlund Cup, because Dr. Wagner Jr., one of the former champions in this week, is going to get the title shot. He was scheduled to face Red Bastien, but Piper changed those plans. They had a rematch in the East this week. Piper prevailed, so he will go into the Okerlund Cup tournament as the World Junior Heavyweight Championship champion. Heavenly Bodies lost to the Flying Scots. The Scots win by DQ. They might get into the Battle Royal for the 3 open seats for the 8-man tournament, the Okerlund Cup. There'll be a Battle Royal on a Gold Rush card, a 16-team Battle Royal, and the 3 top finishers will get seeds 6, 7, and 8. Bobby Shane and Buddy Colt, they punched their ticket to the main Okerlund Cup tournament as their match went to a double DQ in 22 minutes. Jay Youngblood and Ricky Steamboat tried to win the title but could not. Jerry Lawler and Barry Windham again went to a very quick finish, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Lawler wins by DQ when Windham and Lex Luger attacked Jerry the King Lawler. And that leads us to our main event. Farmer Burns against Kevin Sullivan with Rock Hunter in the corner of Sullivan. 60-minute time limit. And Burns has now been champion 64 weeks. I think I said 62 earlier. We'll do the trade hold recommendations. A ton for Sullivan. And you just hit the trade button under Sullivan and click OK, and all the moves are made. Farmer Burns, the World Heavyweight Champion, basically has defeated everybody, but John Pezic, another shooter, will face him at the Overland Cup at the Omni in Atlanta, and the rule stipulations are this: if Pezic wins, Pezic will retire. Farmer Burns has said for many months now that when he loses the championship, he will retire, so you could have a double retirement of both Pezic and Sullivan, Pezic and Burns, if Pezic wins the championship. And Marietta, Georgia, and their Cobb County Civic Center has been booked in case a world title tournament needs to be held to find a new champion, and the four remaining champions, which would be going in Piper, Lawler, the Eastern champ, which is now Ray Stevens, and the Western champ, which is Big Van Vader as we speak. They would buy in a 2-round tournament, randomly drawn, and they would meet in the first 2 matches of the card, and then they would meet in the finals to determine the World Heavyweight Champion. That may happen, that may not happen, and we'll have a card for Marietta in week number 40 should this not occur. So everything is set to go, and according to Herman, says the screen right up here, Herman Vogel, the brother of Tom Vogel, you give the Joe Namath guarantee as Farmer Burns wins this match hands down. Burns should retain the title in this championship match. One fall, 60-minute time limit. Burns is not a heel world champion. He is a face champion. That's a little bit erroneous, but off we go. Burns with especially spinning toe hold right off the bat. Is it over? Oh my goodness. Farmer Burns wins it on the first move. 1 minute. He defeats Kevin Sullivan. Our quickest match in GSW Match of the Week history. Burns beat Adrian Adonis a few weeks ago in about 2 minutes and change, and he takes him just 1 minute to beat Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan don't even know what hit him. And Sullivan lost 17 stamina points, and they give the match 3 stars, even though it went just 1 minute. And there you go, folks. Sullivan loses, but he will only lose a point in the rankings, and Burns, number 1 with a bullet, heading into the Okerlund Cup card in Atlanta, Georgia at the Omni next week. And we will have a double main event from the Okerlund Cup next week on the GSW Match of the Week. We will have the Okerlund Cup final, and then we will have the big match, the World Heavyweight Title match between Burns and John Pezic, who is now the Northern Heavyweight Champion. So if Pezic wins, he will retire, and he will vacate the world title and the Northern title, because you can't keep a regional title and be world champ at the same time. Let's look at the post-match action. Nothing happened. Burns, your winner in just 60 seconds. Well done. So we will be back next week around, I would like to say, I'm recording this on the 19th for air on the 22nd. We'll put it up at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, the 22nd. So the Okerlund Cup, we should have for you the double main event no later than the 30th of August, probably the 29th more likely, as I'll be doing a live chat on the 30th. So that's your final. Burns, your winner in just 1 minute over Kevin Sullivan. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well. We thank you for dropping by. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.